We've all been there, right? That horrible sinking feeling when a trip just goes wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe your flight vanishes from the board. Poof, canceled. Leaves you stuck. Or you finally get to your hotel, dragging your bags, and they're like, sorry, we're overbooked.
Ugh, the worst.
Or, that absolute panic when you reach for your passport and it's just not there, miles from home.
Yeah, that's a real nightmare scenario.
And in those moments, you feel so helpless, don't you? Just completely overwhelmed, wondering, is there anything I can actually do?
Totally lost. It's a common feeling.
Well, today we're taking a deep dive into a really inspiring story. It's about one person's quiet rebellion, as they call it, against the very industry they spent like 3 decades working in.
Quite the turnaround.
Yeah, it's this journey from corporate burnout, feeling disillusioned, to building something totally unique, something designed to empower travelers, people like you listening.
And for this deep dive, we're drawing on a few interesting sources. There's a story behind an Etsy shop, believe it or not, called A Quiet Rebellion, Travel Claim Toolkit.
Right.
And some really insightful blog posts that go with it, like AQuietWork, Reclaiming Expertise and Building Anew, and another one, Why I Started AQuietWork, My Journey from Burnout to Building My Own Path.
Okay.
Plus, we've got a very practical guide on how to handle flight cancellations and overbookings. So a mix of personal story and practical advice.
Got it. So our mission today is pretty clear then. We want to unpack that personal story, figure out what fueled this whole thing.
Exactly.
And then understand the specific tools that were developed, the things that can actually help you handle travel chaos with, well, a bit more confidence.
Real practical help.
And finally, kind of explore the bigger idea behind it all, this philosophy of building something meaningful on your own terms. We're going to see how decades of insider knowledge get turned into leverage for us, for the traveler.
Yeah, turning the tables a bit.
Okay, let's unpack this. So the story kicks off with this really compelling background, right? Nearly 30 years deep inside the tourism industry.
Yeah, 3 decades. That's a long time.
Imagine that. Managing the chaos of, overbooked hotels day in, day out, dealing with stranded passengers, even handling the fallout from airline disasters.
Serious stuff. High pressure.
It wasn't just a 9 to 5, clearly. It was a life spent right there on the front lines of travel, learning all the tricks, all the hidden pathways of the industry.
And what's really fascinating, the pivot point comes when this person, after building this whole career on expertise, on integrity,
Yeah.
they were, and this is a quote from the sources, pushed out for refusing to compromise on what was right.
Wow. Okay.
That really throws a spotlight on this core tension, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The industry, as the sources put it, often protects itself, not you, the traveler.
Right. The system protects the system.
Exactly. So this experience being pushed out for doing the right thing, it sparked that huge question, what now?
That's a heavy question after 30 years. What now?
And the answer became AQuietWork.
That's a powerful moment, isn't it? To pour your life into something, build it on doing things right, and then get forced out for sticking to your guns.
Yeah, it's jarring.
You mentioned the industry protects itself, not the traveler. How does that actually, play out for someone caught up in a canceled flight or something?
Well, a few key ways. First, it's information asymmetry.
Yeah.
The airlines, the hotels, they know their rules, their obligations, their get-out clauses inside and out.
Okay.
The average person, not so much. You're kind of in the dark.
Right. You don't know what you don't know.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And second, it's just the sheer inertia of these big companies. They bank on the fact that most people won't know the right forms, the right person to contact, the magic words to use.
Or just won't have the energy to fight it.
Exactly. They figure you'll get frustrated and give up. This creator saw that constantly, and that frustration, that sense of unfairness, it really fueled this new direction. That what now?
Right.
Led straight here.
So, okay, instead of just walking away defeated, they took all that insider knowledge, knowing how the system really works, and decided, I'm going to use this to help other people.
Yes. Turning that struggle into a solution.
It's like reclaiming the narrative, isn't it? Taking control back.
Absolutely. The sources are very clear. This wasn't just about, finding another job. It's described as an act of reclaiming my own story. After years of working for, quote, someone else's bottom line, sometimes in ethically tricky spots, it was a very conscious choice. Take that 30 years of hard-won experience and build something truly mine.
Truly mine.
Yeah, not for someone else's bottom line, but for my own stability and on my own terms. It's a huge shift, moving from maybe anxiety about income to building financial independence and just taking back control.
That really resonates, I think, with anyone who's felt that pull. Wanting to build something that actually aligns with your values, not just corporate demands.
Definitely.
You mentioned on my own terms. What does that actually look like in practice for this quiet rebellion?
Well, the sources spell out 3 core values pretty clearly. First, real value,
Okay.
meaning this is about packing in deep, practical knowledge.
Right.
No fluff, just stuff that actually works.
Right. Actionable stuff.
Second, strength from struggle. So channeling that personal frustration, that feeling of injustice, into solutions that genuinely help others navigate similar struggles.
Turning a negative into a positive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And third, my own terms, which basically means integrity is the absolute bedrock, non-negotiable.
Mm-hmm.
And that raises a really interesting question, doesn't it? What does it actually mean to build a business where integrity is paramount? Especially when you've come from an industry where, well, maybe it wasn't always the top priority.
That's a great question. How do we see that commitment, that integrity showing up in what AQuietWork actually offers? Especially given, being pushed out for sticking to principles before.
I think it's baked right in. That real value idea means total transparency, practical use. No hidden catches, no vague promises. It's like, here's the exact language you need. Here are the precise steps. Here are the facts the industry might prefer you didn't know.
Leveling the playing field.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
Empowering you, the consumer, with basically the same level of insight the company has. It's the direct opposite of an industry that sometimes profits from confusion or lack of information.
Right.
The tools themselves are designed to help people get what they're fairly owed. That's an act of integrity in itself, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's not just about getting money back. It feels like it's about fairness, about shifting that power dynamic back towards the individual. And maybe you, listening, are feeling that same kind of pull, that desire to take back control, build something that's truly yours, where your values lead the way. This whole story, it's not just about travel headaches, is it? It feels like a blueprint for determination in other parts of life, too.
I think so. That quiet determination.
And you definitely need that determination when travel goes sideways because, let's be honest, flights get canceled, hotels overbook, passports disappear.
It happens. More often than we'd like.
These aren't things you budget for, but boom, they happen right when you least expect it. And suddenly you're standing there, confused, totally unsure about your rights, like, what do I even do next?
Yeah, and what really stands out from the sources is how easily people feel completely lost. Just adrift. Without that insider perspective, trying to figure it out can cost you serious time, serious money, and frankly, a lot of stress. Your peace of mind just evaporates.
Right.
The whole system is so complex. It makes it really hard for just anyone to know, what exactly should I ask for? Or how do I escalate this properly? Or even when to escalate?
So many people probably just give up.
Sadly, yes.
Right.
They leave money and rights on the table because it's too daunting.
Okay, so this quiet rebellion we're talking about, it translates directly into, actual tools for those exact moments.
Right. Practical solutions.
And the promise from AQuietWork is super direct. It's, I'm not here to sell you hope. I'm here to give you leverage.
That's a powerful line, isn't it? Leverage.
It really is. It implies a shift in power.
Absolutely. It's about arming you, the traveler, with the kind of tools and know-how that before only the industry folks really had.
Okay, so let's get specific. What are these tools?
Okay, so the creators develop resources designed to help you right in the moment or when you get back. First up, there's a pretty comprehensive ebook. It's 33 pages called Don't Get Mad, Get What You're Owed.
Catchy title.
It is. And it really breaks down your rights crucially in both the U.S. and Europe when airlines, ferries, or hotels mess up your plans.
Okay, U.S. and EU, that's good coverage.
Yeah, and it's not just theory. It's packed with practical strategies, claim templates you can actually use, and those crucial insider tips on how to pursue your claim effectively.
So it's not just telling you what your rights are, it's showing you how to actually use them. Is that the main difference here?
That's exactly it. I mean,
Yeah.
You can find rights information online, but it's often scattered, maybe vague, wrapped in legalese. It's the how-to that trips people up. What do I actually say in the email? When do I follow up? This bridges that gap,
Yeah.
gives you a roadmap.
Okay.
And then for those oh no moments when you're actually traveling, there's the Traveler's Rapid Response Toolkit.
Rapid response, I like that.
Yeah, it's a step-by-step PDF guide, something you keep right on your phone. For emergencies like lost passport, stolen wallet, sudden medical issue, Big flight delay.
The really stressful stuff.
Exactly. Gives you clear actions to take right then and there, designed to cut through the panic.
Okay, that sounds incredibly useful. Now, I'm really curious about these specialized claim kits you mentioned. What makes them so effective for things like flight delays or cancellations?
They're incredibly detailed. Take the flight cancellation and delay claim kit. It's really thorough.
Okay.
You get editable claim letter templates, Word, PDF, TXT formats, so you can use them on whatever device you have, right? Just plug in your flight details.
Makes it easy.
Yeah. And email scripts for contacting the airlines directly. Again, just fill in the blanks and send. There's even a compensation tracker spreadsheet CSV format to keep tabs on your claims, any deadlines. Super important for staying organized.
Definitely. It's easy to lose track.
And crucially, it gives you step-by-step instructions on exactly what compensation to request under EU261 rules.
That's the big European one, right?
That's the one, where you might be owed anywhere from €250 to €600, depending on the situation. And it also covers the U.S. Department of Transportation rules.
So both sides of the Atlantic.
And it doesn't stop there. It gives you direct airline contact info and clear timelines for when and how to escalate if they're dragging their feet or refusing.
Wow. Okay. That's comprehensive. What about hotels if they overbook and walk you, as they say?
Yeah, being walked.
Yeah.
Horrible experience. For that, there's the Hotel Overbooking and Walked Guest Kit. This gives you refund request templates, again in multiple formats, to demand your money back for the room you didn't get. It includes expense tracking logs, also CSV, to meticulously record every extra penny you spend on another hotel. Food, taxis.
All those unexpected costs.
All of them. You get email scripts for talking to hotel management in their corporate head office. There's a guide covering what hotels legally owe you in that situation. A checklist for all the documents you need to prove your case.
Like receipts and booking confirmations.
Exactly. And if the hotel still won't cooperate, it even has templates for escalating things, like filing a credit card dispute or contacting consumer protection agencies.
That's amazing. Having all those formats, DOCX, PDF, TXT, CSV, means you can literally use it anywhere, on your phone at the airport or back home.
Total flexibility.
And it's backed by that simple promise. If it doesn't work, you don't pay. That says a lot, doesn't it, about that real value principle. It's like putting your money where your mouth is.
It absolutely does.
Yeah.
It really embodies that commitment to delivering results, not just information. It kind of forces the creator to make sure the tools are genuinely effective.
Yeah.
Reflects that integrity-first idea.
Yeah.
These aren't just files. They're like having your own little personal advocate, giving you the exact words, the exact steps, so you can confidently ask for what you're owed. No more feeling powerless against some giant company.
Right, taking the power back. So we started this deep dive talking about travel chaos, but it feels like this whole quiet work thing goes way beyond just airports and hotels.
It really does seem to.
It's clearly not just another travel blog, is it? It feels bigger.
I agree. The way it's presented, connecting it to the bigger picture, AQuietWork, is framed as more of a toolkit for quiet builders.
Quiet builders.
Yeah, people obsessed with focus and real solutions in travel and in life. It seems to embody this whole philosophy of like resilience, quiet determination, individual agency. And the mantras the creator shares are really potent, I think. Yeah. Guard your energy, guard your idea. Whatever you're building, protect it. Whatever you're dreaming, don't explain it.
Don't explain it. Interesting.
And maybe the most profound one, thinking back to that initial what now question, the answer given is just everything.
Wow. Everything. That's quite an answer. Those mantras, though, guard your energy, don't explain it, they seem especially relevant for someone coming out of burnout, someone who's pushed outright.
Absolutely.
What's the wisdom there, do you think, for someone maybe starting their own quiet work, whatever that might be?
Well, guard your energy feels like a direct lesson from burnout, doesn't it? Building something new takes incredible focus. And all those external demands, negativity, even just trying to please everyone, they drain that energy fast.
Yeah, they really do.
So it's about being selective, protecting your focus.
Yeah.
And don't explain it. That feels like a shield for a fragile new idea. When you're doing something different, people often don't get it at first. If you try to explain it too early, you open yourself up to doubts, criticism, maybe even kill your own conviction before the idea takes root.
Right. Before it's strong enough.
Exactly. It encourages you to just build quietly, focus on the work, and let the results speak for themselves eventually, rather than constantly seeking validation from others. Build in silence.
That's a really powerful lesson, I think, protecting that creative spark. So this whole journey, it's not just about getting compensation for a bad flight. It's really about reclaiming your power, isn't it? Your story, your ability to build something that matters to you.
Yeah. Whether that's a travel claim or, a lifelong dream.
It's about that quiet determination, turning frustration into something purposeful.
Mm-hmm. Purposeful action.
So as we wrap up today, we've really dug into how decades of insider knowledge, combined with this deep commitment to integrity, turned one person's story of corporate disillusionment into something genuinely useful for
A
travelers.
really powerful transformation.
We've seen how AQuietWork offers these specific, actionable tools, things to tackle common travel nightmares, from flight cancellations to being walked from a hotel, turning that frustration into, well, actual empowerment.
Yeah, giving people the leverage they need.
And the whole story started with that really tough question, what now?
Mm-hmm. A question a lot of people face at some point.
And the answer wasn't despair, it was build, create, empower, not just for yourself, but for others too.
It really shows that even when things seem chaotic or unjust, you can find your footing. And with that quiet determination, you can build solutions. Solutions that help you, sure, but also help others claim what's rightfully theirs.
That arc from what now to everything, it's pretty inspiring, a real testament to resilience and turning a personal negative into a universal positive.
Definitely.
So maybe a final thought for you listening. What's one thing in your life right now, big or small, that you're trying to build or protect with that same kind of quiet determination? And thinking about your own journey, what is that phrase? What's next? Everything. What could that mean for you?